Hello, welcome to another edition of Mark's Beer Reviews. I'm Mark, I review beer. If you haven't been here before, this is only the third video now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Over the weekend, I went into Norwich, because I live in Norfolk. I went into Norwich and picked up some beers that perked my interest in Marks and Spencer's. Norwich haven't really refreshed their beer selection recently. I think I must have last been in there about 6 months ago. But yeah, they've stuck a new bit on the shelves and it's all under their own brand. I'd had some of the 330 cans, like some of the stuff brewed by Harbour Vocation, but I hadn't had any of their bottled own brand stuff or their 440 can own brand stuff. So what do we get? We got, starting with a salted caramel billionaire stout. I do like my stouts. It says smooth and chocolatey. For me, a lot of these sort of stouts aren't that smooth. They're sort of a bit watery. I'm hoping that this has got some body to it. It's 6%. It says smooth, and it's brewed by Harbour as well. They brew a good stout. Cafe Creme, I think was the last Harbour stout I had. It was like a coffee. Was it Cafe Creme? Something like that. It was like a coffee stout. It was delicious. So I'm hoping that Harbour haven't let me down here. Second beer we've got is a Cheshire Chocolate Porter. That's brewed by Unicorn Brewery in Scotland. Got to be honest, don't know a lot about Unicorn Brewery. Yeah, but it's a chocolate porter and it's winter, so what's not to like? Next, we've got Very Berry Sour. Another one brewed by Brick. Sorry, this one's by Brick. This one's Sorry, there was two beers on the shelves, I think, from them, brewed by Harbour. I thought I picked up both of them. Obviously didn't. But yeah, this one's brewed by Brick. Down in London, I believe. I think they're in London. Pretty sure Brick are in London, aren't they? Yeah, South London, there you go. Quite like the sours, so looking forward to this. But the beer we're going to review today is by Hygge Brewery in Flanders in Belgium, and it's a Belgian cherry wheat beer. It's a 330 bottle. It's 3.5% in volume. Right, so who are the brewers behind it then? I had to do a bit of Googling because I don't know my Belgian brewers too well. Hygge are responsible for beers like Delirium Tremens. They also do a beer called Fruly, which most of you will be familiar with. It's like that strawberry fruit beer. And they also do a beer I've written it down because I've got a memory like a sieve. They also do a beer called, what have I written there? Floris. It's a Kriek beer, like a cherry beer. And now I did notice on the shelves in Marks and Spencer's the other day that they've got like Mosaic Suffolk Mosaic Pale or something. And obviously that's brewed by Southwold, and I know Southwold do a Mosaic Pale Ale that you get in the 330 cans, the little blue and pink cans. So I've got a funny feeling this just may be, it's a hunch, this may be a kind of rebottled version of their Kriek beer that they do. Right, let's get it open and into a glass. There we go. Bit of smoke there. Now, what am I expecting out of this? It's quite a low ABV at 3.5%. Oh, look at that colour. Jesus. There we go. I imagine this head's going to dissipate quite quickly. But as you can see, it's a bottle conditioned beer as well. We've got, I don't know, can you see that in the bottom there? Bit of yeast in the bottom. What am I expecting out of this then? Well, cherry. It's a wheat beer, so it's going to be quite soft on the mouth. You're going to have a bit of mouthfeel in there. What's it got in there? Oh no, I'm not going to tell you what. I'm not going to read the ingredients because I'm going to see if I can pick them out. But yeah, it's full of. It's going to be full of adjuncts and things. But right. So yeah, you're getting initial flavour, initial smell is obviously cherry, and then that typical wheat beer scent. maybe a bit of orange in there, a bit of sort of mulled wine, glue vine sort of smell coming out. Yeah, now I've said glue vine, like red wine, glue vine, that kind of hot wine you have at Christmas or skiing. Dogs are going to kick off now. Someone's coming in the front door. Right, let's just get to it. Cheers. Wow, that is lovely. Wow, that is delicious. I've got a sweet tooth, so this just ticks every box for me. Yeah, cherry, big things cherry. Definitely getting orange. That kind of glue, definitely that red wine sort of tannin sort of taste or after effect. Definitely sense, you can definitely tell it's obviously on the bed of a wheat beer just by the style. Right, and there you go. Technical problems. I'm filming this on my phone and I've got storage issues and it's all blanked out. Anyway, I actually finished the beer. But what did I think of it? So yeah, I remember saying you can definitely it's on the bed of a wheat beer. It's got that kind of peppery, spicy glue vine taste that runs right through. It's on the nose and it runs right through. I said in the video that didn't record how apparently it's got coriander in it. I mean, I'm not much of a fan of coriander. I hate coriander. I'd have known if it was in there. Well, I'd have known if it was in there in a big way. If I could taste it, I'd have pulled it out. It tastes like burnt metal. Burnt metal to me, I hate it. If it comes out, if I see something with coriander on the menu, I'm like, look, I like that, but just get the coriander off of it. And it had that, yeah, like I say, I didn't get the coriander, which is a good thing. This brewery's got form in brewing some bloody good beers. If you've ever tried any of the Delirium series beers, I think there's 2 or 3 of the different types, maybe more. Just 2 or 3 that I've seen. Fruli's lovely. Like I used to go swimming with a mate on a Tuesday night, and we used to stop by on the pub on the way back, have a couple of pints of Fruli each because it was just like perfect beer. I think that was quite a low ABV, like this one. And yeah, a couple of pints of that and head home after swimming. That was always good. So yeah, Fruli's got a little special place in my heart for that. We did that for a couple of years, me and my old mate. But yeah, overall I quite like it. This is the first kind of own brand, if you can call it that, own brand beer of Marks & Spencer. So I'm quite excited. Makes me really excited for this. I know they're different breweries and they're totally unconnected, but if it's as good as this one, this will be good. And then I love a decadent stout as well, like I said earlier. So, and then a porter, chocolate porter. Yeah, looking forward to these beers. But no, they're Marks & Spencer's for me in the beer department are off to a good start, which is fantastic. How would I rate it then? I really liked it. I mean, I don't know a lot about wheat beer, especially fruited wheat beers. I don't know a lot about them, so it's hard to say for me, how would I make it better? Or I'm number one, I'm not a brewer, and number two, it's not a style I know or have experienced much of. So I'm gonna leave a bit of meat on the bone, but I'm gonna say that was a good 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed that, and I probably would say I wouldn't know how to make it better. That was probably everything that you'd want. I mean, yeah, the cherry, you can definitely tell it's on a wheat beer base as well, which is important, like I said earlier, because adjunct beers work if they don't destroy the flavour that they're in with. If an adjuncty beer, I mean, there's certain beers that I could mention, but I won't, that are just so overpowering. All you can taste is this horrible adjunct running right the way through the beer. It kills any malt or hop character. Whereas this works really, 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 really well. Yeah, it's got ground coriander, it's got sugar in it, which I'm not surprised about. It's very sweet. It's got orange peel in it. Yeah, perfect. Sort of in a weird way, it's a winter beer for me because it has that glue vine, red wine sort of thing going on. So it's a bit of a winter warmer, and it's a bit of a juxtaposition because it's almost a summer style beer, but I'm saying it's a winter warmer. But no, I really recommend you pick this up before it goes out. I know They do rotate their stock every once in a while. Marks and Spencer, but I would recommend you pick that up. That was really, really good. Right then, 4.5 out of 5. Done. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. And let me know if you've had any of the Marks and Spencer beers, in particularly this one, and what you liked about them. I've got a few coming up. I'm quite optimistic, to be honest. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, guys. Cheers.